guys, in this video I'm going to be doing a review about the Huawei Matebook 13 and I'm going to be sharing with you some useful tips about this laptop. Now, having a laptop is very important for the kind of works that I do, but choosing the right one is more important for me. So in this video I will show you the kind of softwares that I use and I will show you how beautiful and powerful this laptop is. And trust me guys, this is one of the best laptops that you can get, if not the best. So let's dive right in unboxing this laptop. Now in the box you will get a power adapter to charge the notebook, which has a USB Type-C, but you can also charge your smartphone with it. You also get a long USB Type-C to USB Type-C cable, and what I like more about Huawei is that due to the slim size of this laptop, Huawei has managed to include only one USB port for data transmission. But Huawei provides you with a USB hub dongle in the box, which has a USB Type-C, VGA, HDMI and also a USB Type-A port. And you don't have to pay extra money for it. It comes along in the box. Now, here is the notebook itself. You can see it's very slim and it feels so light. It weighs only 1.3 kg, so it feels light and very portable. Now on the left side you get a USB Type-C port to charge the laptop battery and also a headphone jack. And on the right side you get another USB Type-C port, but this one is for data transmission. Now this is the space gray model. You also have the light gray model. Now this laptop cannot be opened with one hand because it's so light, but I'm sure that's not going to be a problem. Now what I like more about this laptop is that it has a fingerprint sensor in the power button itself. And if I power it on with the finger that has its fingerprint registered in the laptop, it should log me in instantly. So let's try it. Power on, and I'm gonna drink my coffee. And here we go, fingerprint recognized and logged me in instantly. Now you have also seen how fast it has boot up, less than 5 seconds I must say, and this is due to the PCIe SSD that it has. Now I will talk about it later in this video and I will tell you guys why this is so important. Now talking about the display, this laptop has a 2K resolution screen, which is so beautiful. It has a 88% screen to body ratio, which means you have a wider view with a very thin black border. And at the top you get the webcam. The aspect ratio is 3:2, which means you have a wider view when reading something, such as reading my website. Now that's not a problem when doing your usual work, but might be a problem when watching a movie or a video on YouTube, because most of the movies or videos on YouTube are 16:9 aspect ratio. So you can see this video, due to the 16:9 aspect ratio of the video and 3:2 aspect ratio of the screen, you get these black borders on the top and the bottom of the screen. But I don't think that should be a problem because the resolution itself is so beautiful. Now there are a couple of things that you need to consider when buying a laptop. First of all, you have to consider its portability. Now laptop stands for portable personal computers, but different laptops have different sizes and weighs differently. So depending on the kind of works that you do and how often you carry your laptop with you, the portability will matter. But you've seen this laptop is very small, it's very light, it weighs only 1.3 kg, it's very slim, you can just put it in your backpack and carry it with you anywhere. So portability is definitely a plus for this laptop. But there's a problem here. When reducing the size of a laptop, often the performance is compromised. But is it the case for this laptop? Let's find out. So this brings me to the second most important thing to consider when buying a laptop, which is its performance. Now performance includes the processor that it has, the installed RAM capacity, the storage capacity, the type of storage that it uses, and also the graphic that it has. Talking about processor, this comes along with an Intel processor. Now you're getting two versions for it, one with the Intel Core i5 and one with the Intel Core i7. Now I have with me the Intel Core i5, which comes along with 8 gigs of RAM, 512 gigs of storage, which is SSD storage, and with an Intel UHD graphics 620. On the other side, with the Intel Core i7, you are getting 16 gigs of RAM, 512 gigs of storage, and an NVIDIA GeForce MX 250 graphic, which is a dedicated graphics. Now let's talk a bit about the type of storage that this laptop has. Now you can choose between 256 gigs and 512 gigs of storage for this laptop, but the most important thing here is the PCIe SSD storage that it uses. Now this is very important. You've seen previously in this video how fast this laptop has boot up. It took less than 5 seconds, and this has to do with the PCIe SSD storage. Now you see, older laptop use the mechanical hard drive, which was this one, which has a rotating disk inside to read and write data. Now due to friction, it tends to make your laptop slow. It cannot read and write data at a fast rate. So later on they have upgraded to SSD but used the SATA cable, which was fast, but you could not get the maximum speed of your SSD storage. Now what this laptop uses a PCIe SSD, which make your laptop super fast because you are getting the maximum speed of your SSD storage. So it can read and write data at a very high speed. This explains why this laptop has taken less than 5 seconds to boot up, because it has read the boot file from your storage at a very high speed. So your laptop has boot up very fast. So you're getting a high performance laptop here. Now let's talk a bit about the installed RAM capacity. And this is also very important. The Intel Core i5 comes along with 8 gigs of RAM, and the Intel Core i7 comes along with 16 gigs of RAM. Now this really depends on the type of softwares that you use. Now for the kind of softwares that I use, 8 gigs of RAM is sufficient. Now I'm not saying the kind of softwares that I use are light softwares. These softwares are very heavy, such as Android Studio, SolidWorks, MATLAB, Adobe Premiere Pro, Photoshop, and all these kind of softwares are very heavy. But 8 gigs of RAM is still sufficient for these softwares. Now I can't open Android Studio, Premiere Pro, and all these softwares at the same time, because it will freeze my laptop, because 8 gigs of RAM will not be sufficient. But I don't use all these softwares at once. I will just open one software at a time, so 8 gigs of RAM is sufficient. If you guys are familiar with Android Studio, you will know how heavy this software is, because in my previous laptop it took around 3 to 5 minutes just to install the Android Studio, and for me to be able to even start using the Android Studio. I had to just install Android Studio and go and make some coffee, and when I come back, I still have to wait. But let's see how fast this laptop does open Android Studio. And here guys, you have seen it took less than 10 seconds to start Android Studio, which is incredible. Now this video was not fast forward, it's real time. Now I'm showing you this software because this is one of the heaviest software that I use. It takes lots of time to start, and I am showing you this because you will get to know how powerful this laptop is. It opens very fast, and other kind of software that I use are Adobe Premiere Pro that I use to create my videos. So this software, the Adobe Premiere Pro also is very heavy, especially when you're rendering 4K video. Now I don't render 4K videos in Adobe Premiere Pro in this laptop because that would require a much higher RAM, because when I render HD videos in this laptop, it takes about 95% of the memory. So if I go higher than HD videos such as 4K videos, then it would definitely freeze my laptop. Now if you're a gamer or a professional video creator that render 4K videos in Adobe Premiere Pro, then you should go for the Intel Core i7 because it has 16 gigs of RAM and a dedicated graphic card, which is the NVIDIA GeForce MX 250. But if you do this kind of work that I do use, Android is use SolidWorks. I do a lot of 3D designing in SolidWorks and AutoCAD. So this also is a very heavy software, but the 8 gigs of RAM is sufficient. Now if you do some work such as write your documents in Microsoft Word and do some research by opening lots of tabs in the internet in the browser, the 8 gigs of RAM is sufficient for you. You can go for the Intel Core i5. Now there are other kind of works that I use with my laptop, such as programming my 3D printer. This was my homemade 3D printer, and I have shown you another version of this 3D printer in my earlier video how I made it, and I still have to complete that series because of my laptop was broken and I had to get this new laptop, so that's why I was not able to post videos recently, but I will continue that video series now. And I was also working on this drone. This is a DIY drone which I will also show you in my next video how I made it. I will give you a tutorial on how you can do it, so stay tuned for this video also, guys. And now what I'm saying here is that I have to connect my drone to my PC in order to program it. And in this laptop you're getting only one board, but the most important thing here is that you're getting the dongle along, because I have a USB type A for this drone, so I can't connect it to the USB type C, but I'm getting a dongle with it and I don't have to pay extra money for it. I can just plug in my drone to my laptop, program it, upload the code to the drone, and it's working fine. So this is also very important when considering to buy a laptop. You have to know the peripherals that you're getting, the type of things that you need to connect to your laptop. So this laptop you can connect a projector, you can connect another monitor with it due to the dongle that you're getting along. So this is also very important about this laptop. Now the third thing that you need to consider when buying a laptop is the battery. Now depending on the type of work that you do, you might want a longer battery life for your laptop. But this laptop comes along with a 41.7 watt-hour battery, which means you can stream HD video for 11.6 hours, which is incredible. So you're getting a long battery life even if you're typing some document on Word with a 15% battery. In this laptop you can type in Word for up to 5 to 6 hours. So it's incredible for this battery even though the small size of this laptop. Now the fourth most important thing that you need to consider when buying a laptop is its display. Now this laptop comes with a 2K resolution display, which is incredible. When you're watching a movie, the movie is so clear, everything is clear, so beautiful on this 2K resolution display. Now some people have complained about this laptop that it does not have an anti-glare screen. Now for some it might be a problem, but I like that this laptop does not have an anti-glare screen, because without the anti-glare screen this feels so classy. I prefer the one without this anti-glare, even though you are getting reflection when the screen is black. or even when you're watching a movie, you will get some reflection when it does not have the anti-glare, but it is still fine. It is still fine for me because I like the screen how it is. Now with the Intel Core i5, you're not getting a touch screen. If you want a touch screen, you can still go for the Intel Core i7 because it has touch screen in it. Otherwise, everything is the same about the screen for the Intel Core i5 and the Intel Core i7. Now the last but the most important thing to consider when buying a laptop is its price. And here we are talking about the value you're getting for your money. Now I have talked about the portability, the performance, the battery and the display, and I have shown you that this laptop is super powerful. It's very portable, battery life is good, display is good, performance is incredible. So you are getting a very good value for your money. So the Intel Core i5 is priced at $1,100 and the Intel Core i7 is priced at $1,400. But for the extra $300 you are getting a lot with the Intel Core i7. But if you're a user like me, which you don't do gaming and you don't make professional videos, the Intel Core i5 is still a super good laptop. And if you want a much higher performance, go for the Intel Core i7, which is still very good. So you're getting a very good laptop for this amount of money. Now talking about the design is aesthetically very beautiful. It has an aluminum body with diamond cut. You can choose between space gray and light gray. I have with me the space gray version, which is very beautiful. Talking about the keyboard, you are getting a backlit keyboard and a full-size keyboard. So the size of the keyboard was not reduced because of the size of laptop. You're getting a full-size keyboard and it is backlit, so you won't get any problem when working in a dark room. So the keyboard is very good. And talking about the trackpad, now some people have complained about the trackpad that it is very large, but I think this is a plus for this laptop because with just one slide from one side of the trackpad to the other, you are getting the full size of your screen. So it is very good for me. I think this is very good. And some people have also complained about the trackpad that it has a matte look, but I personally like the matte look about this trackpad. Now you've seen this laptop and you can notice that it has a very similar look to the MacBook Air or MacBook Pro. Actually it's the exact copy of the design of the MacBook Air or the MacBook Pro, but in this one you're getting Windows, and I personally prefer Windows over macOS. So with a beautiful laptop I'm getting Windows, which I really like. And guys, this video is being edited and rendered in the Adobe Premiere Pro on this laptop itself, and I can assure you that I had no problem in editing this video. So I hope you guys like this video. If so, push a like, and if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please do it for more videos like this, or on the videos that I am working, such as on the DIY drone tutorial that I will be uploading soon, and also on the 3D printer that I have been working on. So I hope you guys like this video. See you next time.